Hello.
Hi, how
How
are
are
you,
you?
Claire?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Me too. Yeah, I am. Ready for a word.
I have a word for you. It's not actually my word. It's my fiance Bruce's word because we were eating
Mm,
lunch and I said, "Oh, I need a word," and I haven't got a word. So the word that he came up with is empowerment.
mm, empowerment. You know, it's interesting because a while back, I just felt like that word is just so overused. And it's like, what other word can you use instead of empowerment? Yeah. So, and it's interesting because I didn't get the same feeling just now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so when I think about empowerment, it's often used in the way of, hey, let me help empower you. Let's empower. It's like someone doing it for you or positioning things to get you empowered.
Hmm.
When, yeah, I get it, right? As coaches, we can assist someone, but it's within us. It's never coming from something outside of us. So I see empowerment as like having the agency. I was going to use the word freedom, but I'm currently unempowered about something. And it's not that I don't have the agency. It's not that I don't have the ability to do it, but I'm stopping myself just with my own crazy thinking about it, about the meaning of the thing that I want to do. But empowerment, let me just go back to empowerment. Yeah. I mean, to me, it is a wonderful word. And it's so interesting that I often see it with women. Like when you say empowerment, I see flowers in women, which is so weird. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Because we all can be empowered. We are from the moment we, arrive, we're empowered to live a life. We're empowered to express. We're empowered to do things that we're able to do. And the things that we're able to do change as we grow. When we first come out of the womb, all we can really do is, eat and poop and pee, do these very basic things and, squirm. But we develop. And it's really kind of I see a limitlessness in that. But the whole idea of empowerment is like, having this ability to be all that you want to be, to do all that you want to do, to no, it's not the doing of it. It's having this sense that you can. Is that it? This is a really good word. Thank you, Bruce. Mm.
I mean, just can I just come in on
Yes, yeah, do.
when you said having the sense of being able to do it, but not actually doing it, but then surely the only way we know whether we can do it is if we're doing it. Because
Yeah.
we can have a thought about doing something and then not do it every day, in my case. Um, like that. But then, yeah, empowerment sounding like almost like a thing. I like motivation that you've got to get before you can. You got to feel empowered before you can do the
Mm.
thing. And I
Mm.
go, well, just do the thing, really. Just because then you are empowered, aren't you? If you're doing a thing. Just when you said that, I just thought, oh, do we have to be? We probably need to be doing the thing.
Yeah, I see it that we're already empowered.
Mm.
We're already able. It's like having a vehicle, and it started, or it's not, whatever, but the capacity, the ability for it to take you somewhere, it's already there. All you need to do is turn the key and press the go, you know? And that's kind of like we are already empowered. But it's like we've been taught to look for something before we do something. Yeah, this is so good. I didn't really see that before, but yeah, being empowered. It's like something has to happen before you can just say the thing or do the thing or dream the thing and whatever. That's not true. It's like we already have that. We are already empowered. What else do you see about this?
Well, as you just said, as we're already empowered, the thought that came in was, but that we believe our stinky thinking. It's like I was talking to somebody earlier about motivation. She said, I don't really feel motivated. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean feel motivated? We're always waiting to feel differently, aren't we? And then it's just in that same little packet with motivation and confidence. And like when we say, I want to feel empowered we don't say to do something, don't we? Well, if you're waiting for a certain feeling to act, then you might be waiting a really long time, and you might be searching for that a really long time. And actually, there's just in that moment some thinking in the way. There's some thinking that we're believing that means we just can't do the next action, whatever that might be. Lifting your arm up is just what I just did. Whatever it is, we believe for some reason that we can't do it because we're believing the thought that says we can't do it. But like you said, flowing underneath that all the time. I mean, I love the fact that empowerment has the word power in it, because there's this energy that's never not there. Like in this conversation, in our conversation, and you speak to some kind of waiting, that they're waiting for inspiration, or they're waiting for to be, I don't know, struck by a beam of light from heaven or something, or doing anything. And I find myself just not waiting for that anymore. Almost trusting that, like you said, the power is there all the time.
Yeah.
Just waiting for me to tap into it, just waiting for me to get out of my head long enough. And I think to get out of my head, sometimes we just have to start doing something, even if that's I've got a blank piece of paper and I'm going to start typing some words, I'm going to start writing something, I'm going to just jot some things that once the momentum starts, it's almost like, well, that's got energy, and so we then can move in a direction. Therefore, for me, action seems to be but action with this trust that there is, that the power is there, that it's all, like you say, it's who we really are. It's always, we always have access to it. And I think sometimes we just believe that we don't have access to it. We've got to wait, or we've got to do a strategy, or we've got to meditate for another hour, or we've got to do something in order to be able to do a thing, rather than just trusting that inspiration, whatever wisdom, that guidance, that energy to create, that creative energy is always there. It never goes away.
Yeah.
And we don't have to feel calm to access that. We don't have to, we don't have to be in a certain state. We just have to be present, I think, and just start.
Yeah. There is that. That's starting. Yeah. Empowerment. Empowered. Yes, I remember for a very long time, I was searching for the next insight, because I had some insights that seemed to propel me forward. But the insight really just shows you something you never saw before. It doesn't propel you forward. That's already within you, ready. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is sort of opening up a whole nother window into various things about what empowerment is really all about and not about.
As we're talking, it's feeling like a falling away to connect to it, right? Like everything else, it's already there. So what needs to fall away? What do we sort of need to see through for us to just know that, almost just know that we're okay and we've got access to whatever we need, really, whether we call that empowerment or confidence or motivation or whatever we want to call it, that is just there all the time. You know, and the only thing that dulls it or fogs it over is the thinking.
The thinking. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And how do we feel when we don't feel empowered? Like, that's key, isn't it? Like, how does we feel in our body when we don't feel empowered? We probably feel weak. Like, and I know sometimes I'm just like, I just can't bother with any of it. It's our business. I'm going to watch Netflix. I'm going to just go. I'm just like, can't kind of get myself over that hump sort of thing. And that feeling in the body, not just when I'm tired, but just when you just like, heaviness, overwhelm. That, you know, that the reason we feel that way, disempowered, shall we say, to flip the word round, is because we're believing that something is take away our power. Which is probably why it's quite key, like you said, in the women's, like I do a lot of women's networking, and obviously, you know, spoken about a lot, you know, we need to empower women and etc. And I suspect that is because more women have more of that thinking that says good girls don't, and good girls behave themselves and sit in a corner, and, or, you know, we've got a lot of inherited thinking that we're not supposed to be in these spaces, you know, business spaces, or, you know, whatever positions in work or whatever else.
Right. Or that we can't, or whatever. Yeah. And like maybe men do too. Maybe I just don't hear about it as much. I don't know.
I agree that I've never heard that word spoken in a men's context.
Yeah.
I feel like men go around in little groups talking about empowering each other. I just don't feel like that's a thing in the same. I mean, obviously, I don't know, because I don't hang around in men-only spaces, because I wouldn't be allowed in, would I? But they, you know, well, there aren't such things so much, but there are for women, which kind of tells everything, really, doesn't it? But you wonder then, is that feeding in? Is that just more thinking that women then think, oh, I need to be buoyed up by all the other women in order to feel empowered, and when I feel empowered, then I'll be able to move forward, but I need to be surrounded by women. And, you know, you hear it all. I'm in a women's networking group, and the stuff around that is that we need to do this, and we need this, and we need to add more in, when actually what we're saying is that just more thinking? Is it more lack thinking as well? Where we're sort of saying to women, well, you need to be in this group of women because otherwise you're not empowered and you haven't got access to the same things as men, rather than saying, no, you are infinite.
Yeah.
You just need to stop believing all that stinky thinking. We're fine. And maybe that's kind of what happens in the women's realm and the groups and events and things for women, where, you know, women are buoying, you know, encouraging each other, and therefore women maybe over time believe less of that tricky thinking. But it's not just a really long way round to something that is innate. And if we could,
it's already there.
Innate, we wouldn't need to quite so much of that buoying up and support. Right. And again, chasing something in the outside that's already inside, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we's all there, hey? Something came to mind when you had said about, you know, feeling disempowered and like you're getting over the hump, you know, to get over the hump or up the hill. And yeah, what came to mind was, it's a really good opportunity if you're feeling disempowered about something. It's like, well, is it something that you're really meant to do? Do you really want to do it? First of all, like, what are you trying to do? I know for a long time, it seemed that I was wanting and trying to do things that I felt I should do. I didn't really want to do them. When I finally like slowed down to see, it's just like, oh my God, that is not me. Why would I want to be empowered to do something that is not me, that is not a representation of me, that feels so freaking hard and gross to do? Because it's not because I can't or I don't have the, you know, what it takes. It's like, that's just not my way. Something that maybe that points to or may open up for someone. And don't forget that you have everything you need inside of you. You're fully powered, ready to go, charged, charged up.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting because I've had something this week where I kind of got quite interested in a business opportunity and then just suddenly noticed it feeling off and realizing that it didn't really align very well with my actual lifestyle and the lifestyle that I believe in and what I believe in ethically and all sorts of things. And that wasn't to do with not almost daring to do it. It's not that. It was like you said, I just realized I'd got excited about money. I think that's what happened. And that had clouded my judgment big time. And yeah, it was very interesting to see that kind of all falling away, really. And so that there's it's spotting which is which, isn't it? I think is where people often get a little tangled, like where it's real kind of resistance because this isn't right for us, and where it's resistance because we're coming up and against a growth edge, or we don't think we're empowered enough, or we don't think we've got access there. I think probably the only way to see that is just to slow down a bit and just sit with what's coming up in your body, because your mind will have just a story every which way and will just go round and round in circles trying to find the answer, won't it? Whereas I think for me, more and more pausing and just being with my body and kind of getting a sense of what's there. Seems a better way. My mind's just got a tale about everything.
Yeah. Agreed. Very good.
Well done, Bruce. Bruce gets the prize. And we should remind people that they can email us and message us with words, shouldn't we, really?
Yes.
Yes. You know, it's nice. But obviously you don't email us both because that kind of spoils the fun.
Right.
Email one of us or message one of us and we will share those words with each other.
I would love to do that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Right on.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Thanks, Claire.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
See you next
Ciao
time.
for now.
Bye bye.
Yeah.